This episode of Reppin' the State Line podcast with John, George, and Josh is sponsored by The Mortgage Dad. Working with George's team gives you access to an unmatched menu of mortgage programs and over 100 years of combined mortgage experience. Skip the stress, love your mortgage experience, and get home with George. Visit www.homewithgeorge.com. NMLS ID 443967.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
First of all,
good morning.
That I just realized that my daughter, all these times we've listened to that, she said, "Find me at www." I didn't know. Yeah. I don't think
she
www. She missed the third W.
She always misses the third W. Half the time there's no .com.
Yeah, but hopefully our listeners know that there's three W's. I'm just saying,
because that would be that.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think you need to type www anymore. That's like old people like me was like World Wide Web .
So we have today a special guest with us, as everybody can see.
Except us.
One of the OGs. John, one of the OGs.
Yes.
One of the OGs.
OGs.
From our OG, repping the state line.
I know. It was crazy. So,
yeah, I just put that together and I was like, wait, Chris is... Because when our intro was playing, we had that when we first started.
Yeah.
And Chris was a part of that.
Well, yeah, he was in the inaugural video. I was...
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend.
2019. Right before
Black
COVID.
Friday.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Black Friday. We launched Rick Nielsen. I mean, he's great. He does like big guitars and all like that, but he did the promo for us beforehand.
Yep. 100%.
Because we were talking about the State Line area, and Chris was one of our first people hopping around, going to all the local businesses in town, interviewing people. We were going crazy.
Yeah, we were.
And then we converted to tacos.
Converted to just tacos for a while, and now here we are. Podcast Season 6, Episode
2.
Dose.
Well, Chris, welcome again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We got a mute over here. Doesn't want to talk today, apparently.
Josh doesn't.
Oh, he had a rough weekend. That's right.
Rough weekend. Rough weekend.
So, rough weekend. How much alcohol?
A lot.
A lot. He said he drank a whole bottle by himself on Saturday night.
I can see that.
All right. So every year at the RBA Golf Play Day, I do 18 for 18. Right. It's just a thing I do, and I accomplished that. And then at 4:00, I decided to switch over to Red Stag, and I drank Red Stag from 4:00 till about 12:30, nonstop, one after another. Yep.
I just feel a little sick just even thinking.
You can ask my wife. I was a giant bag of D yesterday because I literally didn't get out of bed till.
And wasn't it like big football weekend? Like everything?
We had no football this weekend.
No? Because I know Roscoe rocked and
we had a
the whole weekend. There was 2 days of games going on.
We had a bye this week. It was our week for the bye, but we
because Mason plays for Belvedere, right?
Yep. And so we I didn't get out of bed until we decided to watch Inside Out 2 at about 7:00.
It happens.
It happens.
Speaking of football,
I don't do that often, right? I
Right.
very rarely get that way. And so it was a giant joke yesterday.
My birthday a few years back, good friend of mine, Dan, gave me a bottle of scotch. We were camping.
Dan
for
who?
my birthday. Dan Spranger.
Oh.
You know Dan. So we were camping for my birthday
Yeah.
weekend, and he gave me a bottle of scotch for my birthday. And, he hands it to me at 9 a.m, so we have to open it and have a drink right then and there. So
Of course.
me and him each had a sip.
It's customary.
Then we put it away, and we pulled that out at around 4:30 in the afternoon. And when I woke up at like 3:00 the next afternoon, there was like that much left in the bottle, and Dan didn't partake in any more than that first glass with me. Whoa!
I don't know what just happened there.
Cut out.
Whoa!
That was weird.
Did lightning strike?
But
Yeah, I
I
guess.
went from Swan Hill to Crazy Times to Benny's Nest to Rascals.
Crazy Time had a big rally going on over the weekend.
Yep.
Benny's Nest is...
What is going on, George?
Yeah, George, did you not plug things in properly?
I think so.
Anyways, yeah.
We're
So
going
it's
to get electrically shocked.
No, we're good.
and then I guess I got Ubered home and I pushed my brother-in-law in the pool.
Nice.
I don't remember anything. All I remember is I said,
Dude, Benny's Nest is really cool. I never knew it existed until I started working out at Maximum
I
Performance.
have not been there yet.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a really cool little,
Really nice patio.
very nice, and they have live music there.
Yeah.
It's better than the Benny's that I knew, which was
Well,
by
Benny's
the
up in Roscoe.
yeah. Hey,
And now they're opening a third one.
yes, they are in Cherry Valley,
Yeah.
where apparently some other bar used to be. They're taking over for it. But before we get too far in, or before our food gets cold, let's just do our first sampling and scores.
All right, so
Let's knock it out.
we alluded last week that we are doing something never before done in the State Line area. We are looking for the best Denver omelet in the State Line, local diners only.
Yep.
And today, where are we eating from today?
Sunrise
Sunrise Family Restaurant.
in Loves Park.
Loves Park on Forest Hills Road.
No. Alpine and
Alpine and
Windsor.
Windsor. That's
Alpine and Windsor.
across from Windsor Auto, next to
Isn't
Victory.
right next to Victory?
Yep.
Victory.
All right, so we all know one bite. So what's in a Denver omelet, Josh?
A
bunch of Denver things.
Ham. I think there should be peppers in there.
There should be. I don't see any green though.
I see green pepper.
Okay.
There's definitely green pepper.
You
I don't
gotta
know.
dig for it.
Oh, I do see one.
Ooh. I like the cheese.
That to me. I think that's an American cheese
It is.
because some Denver omelets use cheddar. That's an American cheese, I think.
Nice consistency to the egg too. Fresh vegetables.
And I'm a big ham and egg guy. So
That's a
Denver
tasty omelet. I'm not gonna lie. I've had bad ones where the eggs are pretty bland. This is pretty good.
It's really good.
And now this is right out of the box at the go order we took.
Yep.
No salt, no pepper. It's seasoned from the chefs. Just what it is. Got some breakfast potatoes with it. George isn't eating potatoes still.
Nope. But I'm eating the eggs.
The eggs are pretty good.
Not bad.
You don't even need to eat the potatoes with how good the omelet is.
Yeah. Those were American fries.
Oh yeah.
I'm impressed.
All right, so we got a 1 bite score going. Josh?
You kick us off, Josh.
I'm going to say 7.3.
7-3. How about our guest? What do you give it? Scale 1 to 10.
I'm giving her 8. I think it's great. I think it has a great consistency,
8, just 8 flat.
great quality. Yep, great quality egg.
I'm going with a 6.9 only because it's American cheese.
I
I hate to say that, but I'm biased when it comes to that. American cheese is not really a cheese. It's it's just what it is. So I'm just
and I'm the opposite.
I think it tastes good, but I'm not. I'd rather see like a cheddar or something else in there.
I'm opposite. I love the cheese. I think American's my favorite when it comes to non-spicy. Obviously, I like pepper jack better, but I'm giving it an 8.2 off the gate.
Nice.
An 8.2 or
Yeah.
an 8 also.
8.2.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That was very good.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
All right. Nice way to kick off our tour.
And of course, George has great coffee selection here at the house.
It's the same coffee. Every time you come, that's the only coffee I hold is Pike Place.
I know.
Starbucks Pike Place is the best.
What I'll have to do is I will have to get us a bag and do a pour over for us one of these mornings from our good friends at Snowdrift Coffee up in Roscoe.
All right.
So
That's
get
cool.
A bag of beans, and I'll actually grind them for you and do a pour over and have
So-
you experience some real coffee.
So do we have a good week? How was our week?
Week sucked.
Week sucked. I don't think John was home for more than 15 minutes out of the last week.
No, I've been working a lot.
Yes.
It's been a busy season. People are realizing, oh, interest rates just came down a tiny bit. Let's go shopping. So I've been
Wait till the floodgates open.
well, yeah.
Spring.
I
I'm predicting by spring floodgates will
but
be open.
I think will be a full percentage point drop from where we sit today by the end of October.
You're just warming up, man. You got to strike while the iron's hot. So.
And that's it. And I mean, I ran around Saturday. We looked at 4 multifamily houses. I have a buyer coming in from the Chicagoland area. And
Oh,
they're-
did that one fall apart?
the other one they walked away from after the floodplain issues were disclosed.
You're welcome.
So,
That's probably the best decision they ever made.
but we threw an offer in on a 4-plex right now, so we'll see how that goes because this is a beautiful building. I just don't know where they justified their price with cash flow, but the place is fully vacant. So it's like you're telling me what you think the rents will be, but you had not shown me anything on it. So
I need proof.
we went by comps and figured what the price should be as a starting point. We'll negotiate hopefully today, but they're house hacking. I mean, do you guys know that term, house hacking?
No.
So a lot
What
of
is it?
younger people want to get into housing, but they can't afford because the market is so crazy a single family home. So they're looking at 2, 3, or 4 unit houses because you could
Live in one and rent.
live in one and rent.
Uh-huh.
But they're doing that because FHA actually has great products. And you know this, George, because
Yes.
you're in the mortgage business. FHA has great products for people that want to do a 2, 3, or 4 unit.
Correct.
Where they get an amazing interest rate. They don't need the conventional 6 months of reserves in the bank. They
Yep.
let you use what the potential rents will be as your income.
Yep.
Cash flow to property, even though you're not rented yet.
Yeah, FHA is good for. I mean, that's why FHA exists. They have the MIP up front and all that jazz, but it's a
Right.
great product.
But you know what, though?
Absolutely.
12 to 24 months of doing this, putting a little money in the bank, building equity in whatever property
when the
you're
rates are
buying,
better and you refi.
they refi.
Yeah,
They could
100%.
then pull out, make
That's what she said.
get a new property that they can move into. Maybe they go from a 4 unit to a 2 unit then, but has a yard. And they could call that their primary residence and have 4 units rented out now paying both mortgages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a great way to build equity. I mean, the fastest way to gain wealth in this country is always real estate.
Scamming the government.
Huh?
Scamming the
Well,
government.
the scam of the government. I mean, I hate the fact that you pay off your mortgage, but you still don't own your house because if you don't pay those property taxes, guess who's coming and taking it?
Right.
Wild.
Uncle Sam.
So, but you own the land, but you have to pay a tax on it don't get me started on that. And then I'm very disappointed with RFK Jr. dropping out, the way he's doing it. I don't like this scammy way of doing things. I just either be in the race or get out of the race. Don't pull out in half the states.
You got to be all in.
All in or not at all?
And that's what she said.
No, well, do you know
We are
why?
now officially 2 weeks in a row R-rated.
No,
Might
we're
as well
not.
just
We have not dropped an F-bomb
So you
yet.
might as well just drop the F-bomb.
You've transitioned.
No,
man.
stop it. No,
So-
the RFK thing's genius. He wants Trump. He's backing Trump, so he's pulled out of the states where it would hurt Trump, so that Trump has a better shot, and then he's staying in the race where it's going to help Trump. It's a genius play. I think
Right.
that.
And what did he sell his soul to do that with? Like, what's he getting out of it?
What's he getting out of it? Sanity.
No, he's
that,
getting
that
something.
the far
He-
left.
he's getting something.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to get a cabinet
on the
position.
back end.
Yes. What
He's
is
getting
what-
cabinet position. He's already been guaranteed that. And I don't know. Like, I'm not. We're not even going to talk about it because we're not a political show. Let's just leave it.
But
that-
it's hard not to be political this time of year. I'm only saying this, like, you know, I have no problem. I tell people all the time, I am a registered Republican, but I am an independent when it comes to voting. I have social issues that I care about deeply that don't coincide with a lot of the Republican Party. I have fiscal issues I care about deeply that don't coincide with the Democratic Party. So I think we need to communicate, talk, debate, and that's what we lack now. My generation, that's what we did. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have social media. We couldn't sit at a keyboard and scream somebody down for their opinion without any consequence. If we had an opinion that was not liked and we're talking to somebody in a bar, you got punched in the face. You know, that's just how it was.
Now you can be more real with yourself, and real with each other.
Right.
Yeah. So we got on that tangent
I
because we
know,
were talking
I know.
about real estate. So
Sorry.
we know John had a really busy week. Boom. Boom.
But
Your turn, sir.
That was good.
My turn. Well, last week our kids went back to school. That was nice. It's always a bittersweet moment, right? You guys get to have kids. Like, you like them all summer long.
And then
Towards
you're
the
like,
end,
all
it
right.
gets a little long in the
It's time.
tooth. It's time to go. You know what I mean? Definitely don't want them going to an all-around school or all-year school because I think that
It's nuts.
is insanity, but
Mhm.
like at some point in time, it's like, you know what, it's good for you to go back. Like
For
you
sure.
need
Structure.
the structure. Like
Get back in the groove.
yeah. So Mason and Maddie went back last week, which was good for them. We had a garage sale that we still have so much stuff that didn't sell, but in the end sold a lot. I mean, I'm not
eBay.
you're not mad about it. No, it went in the trash bags, and it's all going to the Goodwill.
Goodwill. There you go.
Like my wife, you guys know my wife. She like can't get rid of anything, and she got rid of like 25 bags worth of clothes to the Goodwill, which is awesome. And then we had the golf play day Saturday. Already touched on it. Got way too drunk. I think I'm still feeling it today.
Lots of holes in one, right?
Yeah, and then yesterday I didn't.
That's
do
what she said.
I didn't do a thing. I didn't do a thing yesterday. So
You sat on the couch potato.
no, I didn't even do that. I laid in my bed
You laid in your bed. Oh,
until we
Did you
watched
drink-
Inside Out 2.
did you drink a lot of fluids at least?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No, I slept.
You should have gotten water.
Got to
did-
water it
I
down.
did.
Water helps.
I know.
100%.
But every time I stood up, I vomited.
Oh, so you
you
had
needed,
a real
you needed
run.
some liquid IV, some Pedialyte.
Like I stood up, I got lightheaded, and I vomited. So
Oh.
I just laid down.
Ah, wow.
Red Stag will do that to you.
Yeah, clearly.
And so that, and then, but this morning, our littlest McKenna went to preschool for the first time. So
Oh, that's nice.
pretty excited. All 3 kids are in school.
Awesome.
I will say though, like just throwing back, like you were talking about Red Stag and doing things, drinking, playing golf, and all that. I did get a great breakfast yesterday,
Where?
and I just want to do a shout out to them because they opened not too long ago up in Roscoe. Velvet Robot Coffee. Their breakfast sandwich, fluffy scrambled eggs. I get bacon, no cheese,
Fluffy.
like real fluffy.
Fluffy.
On an
I like that.
on a New York style everything bagel.
Oh,
And I will tell you, it is amazing. So there you go. So
Oh, here's
when I
a
wasn't
shout-
working, I was eating bad food.
bad. You mean
Well,
good food.
Good food, bad
but bad
me.
for you.
Here's a shout out. Here's a shout out for one.
Yeah.
My car got new shoes on Friday.
Oh.
Where'd you go for that?
Right here, this new place.
Oh, Bell Tire?
Bell Tire. Is it
Guaranteed
Bell?
lowest price.
Bell E? Is the E silent at the end?
No, I think it's just Bell.
Bell.
Think
Bell?
so. Just Bell.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just Bell.
Anyways,
What happened?
great service. I went online. They had a Labor Day special going on. I put my information in. It popped up the tire I needed. I said book an appointment. I booked it. I get there, drop off my car. Everything's ready to go. They had the tire. Everything was good to go.
So did you sit and wait then for it? Or?
No, I dropped it off, and then my grandfather took me to work. And I dropped it off at 9, and they called me at like 11. Was like, "Hey, man, you're done."
Nice.
Very cool.
A lot, of
Where's
those,
this?
a lot of those places prorate the tires. So, like,
So-
when you bring them in and you get so much wear on them, they're like, oh, we're going to pay you to wear out your tires faster. It's like, oh, okay, thanks.
I
801, $801, 4
And
tires.
that's for what? The Traverse?
Yep, that was 4 tires.
the Traverse.
Traverse.
Yep,
It's a Traverse.
3 verses.
Traverse.
4. It was 4 tires. The
You know
wa-
what, George? We're going to go art today. I'm going to throw a plate at you.
the warranty, installation, tax, title, everything.
That's not bad.
801.
I went to. I've always gone to Discount Tire.
So have I, but theirs was way more than that.
Well, yeah. Last time I got new tires, I went to Discount Tire for Venice's car, the Honda Pilot that we had.
The Pilot,
The Pilot, yes.
Pilot.
The Pilot. The Pilat.
the Pilot.
Traverse and the Pilot.
Latte.
The Pilat. And yeah, it was like $890 installed.
They can price match there, too, I think. They'll also come out if you're in any other state in America. If you're on a road trip somewhere and you have a tire outage or you have a problem with it, they'll send somebody out to your car to help you fix it. So that's probably
Discount
built in the
Tire?
cost. Yeah.
All right.
Just
not
kind of
know
a
that.
nice.
With
nice-
who?
Discount Tire.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with them, so I just don't mess with things like I just get on.
Yeah,
my
but that
tires
place
from-
looks so nice sitting up there.
It
Brand new.
does. It does, but I did my homework like you did beforehand, and I heard some bad reviews about Bell, so I said I'm not even gonna bother fixing what's not broke. And
Yeah, see, I did a lot of research, and I decided to go with them. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to hear. You'll be the first person I know that's gone there. We'll see how things work when you have an issue.
Time
So,
will tell.
and that's what we're going to throw out to you guys in the state line. Bell Tire, Discount Tire, or do you have a better place that you like to go to?
For tires,
And why?
isn't there Butita Auto Shop? Don't they do tires?
There's a bunch: Firestone, Costco,
Oh yeah, Costco.
Farm and Barn.
Interesting.
A lot of places do tire.
Well,
Even Walmart does tires.
Chris, what did you do this week? Anything fun over the weekend that?
Yeah, man, I got to go out to Lake Geneva a little bit and hang out. You know, it's beautiful
Nice.
up there. You know, it's a big touristy area, so this time of year it kind of dies down a little bit. Everybody kind of goes away and
Because it's back to school.
becomes the locals' place again. So you get a little room to breathe and enjoy the lake life a little bit, and get the breeze through your hair, and go out in the boat a little bit and just relax, get some sun.
In Fontana, right?
Fontana,
Yeah.
yeah,
Your parents have a house up there.
yeah. House
Awesome.
on a little boat.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Nice little wood boat.
Good times.
It's more of a cruiser, not more of a. You know, it's not.
It's more of a
Speedboat.
pontoon boat. So you
Sounds like a Harley. It's like. Blah, 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 blah.
that's a great impersonation.
So,
Why does it keep doing
fuck,
that?
dude?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
We're already
getting
2
tired
weeks
of
in
it.
a row.
Check your
No,
mic.
it's not my mic.
I think it's George's mic.
No. Just let it be.
Not touching the wires either.
Let it be.
It's an electric session, that's what it is.
It's such a good set. Yeah, I highly doubt any of that's going to show up on the audio, but
Oh my.
well, that will.
That will. Yeah. 100%. The cough button is way over there. Can you hit my cough button real quick?
All right, JB.
Rounded it up, stacking them tall.
All right, so that's awesome. Any shout outs? Did you take part in any businesses around town?
I went to City Market, so I got to experience
nice.
a little bit of that. You know.
Have you ever been to City Market before?
Yeah, I try to go a couple times a year at least.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I had some brew from Pig Minds. I like.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah,
Whoa. Pig Minds. I do like
I come
I
out
like-
building.
Now, talking about Pig Minds, that place went from this little itty bitty thing to
They
like
did.
Right.
They grew fast.
just massive.
quality,
Yeah.
great
Denise-
food, great brews.
Denise actually ate there for the first time last week. She had a meeting with Tim, her employer at Kid Spot, and one of her other coaches, and they went there because that's where the other two wanted to go. And Denise like, I don't know, and I'm like, just go, just order. So she had their pizza, and she thought it was pretty good.
It smells delicious every time I go in there.
So I mean, like, and she's like, if I didn't know it was vegan, I wouldn't know it's vegan.
Oh wow!
So there you go. I mean,
Awesome.
Did she purposely order it vegan, or it just comes vegan and she didn't even know?
all of Pig Minds is vegan.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
100%.
It's
100%
vegan.
vegan. It's like it was like the first or second ever all vegan brewery in the United States.
It's the number one all vegan brewery in the United States now.
Is it?
Yes.
Right
it's
here.
like number one rated, and it's right here in McChesney
Not
Park.
Chesney Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
all their
also
food is
have,
vegan.
and they have Tesla destination charging.
Destination charging outside. Yeah,
That puts them on the map too.
it does.
When you search for chargers, it shows Pig Minds.
Draws people in.
Yep.
So I ate there years ago before they did the Impossible Meats. You know what I mean? Because I get it. Don't get me wrong. People want an Impossible Burger, the Impossible Chicken, whatever they're doing. They're using a lot of that now. But when they didn't have that available to them, the creativity in that kitchen was
Dude,
amazing.
they had a
portobello mushroom burger.
mushroom burger, and it was just a portobello mushroom on bun,
Right, but it was seasoned.
and it was awesome.
And they melted like
Some cheese
they-
on it.
Well, they don't use cheese, but they do like a cheese out of soy, I guess they make. So because the
Whatever it
nachos,
was.
because their nachos were amazing too. But jalapeno poppers, whatever type of product they use to make cheese, they had that like filled in the mushroom burger. They had like it was just really good stuff.
Seems like I can make anything out of soy nowadays. Like taste like anything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, but hey, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of different things around here. I had my clients that came in over the weekend. They asked me for a recommendation all the time for dinner then, like where to go. So I sent them to Pig Minds a few weeks ago because they asked about breweries and stuff, and I told them a few, and I said, in Pig Minds, and they went there and they sent me pictures, and they're like, food was great, brews were great, they loved it. So that we were down near downtown, and they go, well, it's a nice night. Is there somewhere we could go sit outside? I was like, you know what? I haven't been there yet, but I'm hearing great things. Go check out Disco Chicken. They got the rooftop deck, and go sit up there. You can see the river, hang out downtown, walk around. Then
I don't know why more places don't do the rooftop deck. I know that that Taco Betty's used to have one, but they're not in business anymore.
That's where
now?
Disco Chicken is.
Oh, that's Disco Chicken now.
That's Disco
Yeah.
Chicken.
They have a rooftop is
They have
open.
the rooftop is open, and they said the food was amazing, the drinks were amazing, but they were having issues, I guess, with staff that night. It was very slow for service. They were understaffed. But that's, I mean, you're a local business owner. Is
Yes.
that not the biggest issue we have in the state
staffing is
line
hard.
right now?
Qualified staffing, anybody could just hire anybody, but having qualified staffing that can actually make your customers feel like, hey, this is a good place to go. I feel like I get good service. I feel like I'm cared for,
Right.
So
How's the business treating you?
business is picking up. It's I'm surprised that it's picked up so quickly. It gets a little bit slow during July. People are out vacationing, they're out enjoying the lake, whatnot. But this time of year, it just kind of starts clicking right away. Usually in fall it picks up, but right now it's picking up faster than it ever has. So
For people listening, watching,
I was just
that
gonna
don't
say.
know who you are, like Chris Gustafson, you are Gustafson's Furniture.
yep, Gustafson Furniture and Mattress in Rockford. Yep, and
What's your address location? Throw it out there.
6651 East State Street. We're located right behind Longhorn Steakhouse and the Rockford Public
How does
Library.
it, see, this is the mystery. I still don't know. We have the guy here that can finally settle it. It's Gustafson's Furniture.
And you.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. I never knew what that word was. And you.
You didn't know that?
I was like, and family.
No.
And you. There you
Yeah,
go.
because that sounds
I
so
don't know.
close. Yes.
You shut your mouth.
Gotta include the people,
That
Gotta think
and
about
you.
the people.
Gustafson's
Dude,
Furniture.
he didn't skip a beat either. He knew. He literally
right.
picked it up right then.
Nice
and
work.
there.
Nice work.
People sing it to me around town anywhere I go. They start singing it as soon as they see me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I will say I bought many pieces of furniture from your family
Appreciate it.
store. I had my mattress currently I think is from there right now. So it's just a great local place to go. You could shop. If you don't see something you want on the floor, but you found something you like, chances are they can source it and get it for you. So
Special order is
Yeah.
huge.
Heck
People
yeah.
want it in different fabrics, and they want to be able to pick it out. When they after they buy a house from you, they want to come and see. Hey, I have gray in this room. I want
But-
something that's not gray for my sofa. I
But-
want to mix and match.
do not buy the furniture until after closing day.
That's right. It can affect your
Yeah,
score.
do
No
not.
matter how much he
Don't
tells you,
finance
we'll
that
put it on
furniture.
financing for you. We don't open a financing line until after closing day.
Yes.
We do have no credit check stuff though, so there is
When I bought
No credit, baby.
no credit financing. Companies have it nowadays, So
when I bought this house, that's the deal. Like, I put together an order, they locked in my price, I signed for it, but they didn't run my credit or anything until after closing.
Right.
So basically, that was one of my first phone calls. Is as soon as I signed the paperwork and I got handed the keys, I called immediately. I said, "Run that and send that stuff to the house."
Yep.
And people think their credit is usually zapped after buying a home, and that's not true.
No.
There's still a lot of opportunity to be able to buy stuff with credit or almost no credit needed, and with the financing options with furniture, and also a lot of other industries offer the same thing.
We
So-
used to shop at your old location when you were over there in Riverside.
Riverside, right? Yeah.
Well, when we first moved here in
How
2001.
long has you guys closed that location?
That was about 9 years ago.
Holy cow!
It's
That thing's
been 9 years.
Thing's been
Yeah.
empty for 9 years.
Yeah,
No, it's been empty for 9 years.
It feels like yesterday that you guys did that.
I know.
Holy
Time
cow!
flies.
9 years.
We're actually starting a program with realtors, so when they close a house, they can give their clients a coupon to our store. So we're gonna roll that program out relatively soon.
All right. Well, you know where to send it.
Oh yeah, all realtors.
All realtors except John Broda.
Yeah,
Oh,
John's
yes.
blacklisted.
Blacklisted.
Oh well.
That's awesome. So this week, what did I do? What did I have this weekend?
What was your rundown?
What did I do? Oh, my kids were gone My one kid went to the lake house. She did all the water things. Like she was a pro at it. Like no big deal. Water ski,
Fish.
paddle board, and I'm like, I couldn't even stand on a paddle board, let alone do it.
Who'd
She
you
went.
go with?
She went with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend and their family. They have like 3. Well, my wife's not so keen about it right now because it's 2.5 drive to get up there.
2.5 drive?
2.5 hour drive.
Okay.
And
2.5 drives.
2.5 hour drive to get up there.
But
Well-
I mispronounce everything.
But Sunday,
Sunday.
no, Sunday, grandma took all the grandkids to see Matilda. So she had to be back by Sunday. But normally she would have stayed till Sunday, but she had to come back. So Monica left here at 5 o'clock to go pick her up. And there's no superchargers by up there. So
AM, PM?
PM. She left at 5. She got home at almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, to chase down that cord, those chargers.
What?
You have to chase down those cords, the chargers,
Yeah.
charging stations.
Yeah, we found it. She had to go through Oshkosh, so she made a big loop around the state of Wisconsin. She was not happy. But
Yeah, it's like once you get past Janesville, Madison, there's nothing.
there's nothing. So she supercharged at Madison, went to the lake, and then had to go all the way east to because she didn't have enough to get back to Madison, and then she had to go down a whole different route. She got home almost 1 o'clock in the morning. She walked in and went straight to bed and was like, "I'm out."
And this is where the people that are anti-EV, that's what they say. But it's like
That's the one occurrence.
it's exactly.
Yes.
But
I've never had an issue.
I just mapped out though. Like my father-in-law just recently moved down to Texas, outside of Dallas, and it's like it's a 13-hour drive. It'll be more like 16 because I mapped it out in the car just to see how long it would take to drive the car down. With the stopping, it would take me closer to 16. But that's a drive to New York City, and there's superchargers all along the way.
Yeah, you should be able to get anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
Like even in that tough situation where you couldn't do a round trip from Supercharger Lake back,
Right.
there was still another supercharger close enough that you could still make the trip. So it didn't hinder her from doing it. It just took her a couple hours longer than she wanted because of the.
Does she have the Plug Share app?
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Because that was one of those things right away too, where you can.
The problem.
You can find chargers you could use your adapter with, and to get there, it just takes forever. To
It takes
charge.
longer. Yes.
Yeah.
The supercharger is where it's at. I usually, when I'm doing road trip and it's same day, PlugShare is excellent for like when we go to the Dells. I'll go to wherever there's a destination charger and just leave my car there overnight, and then it's full by the time I wake up.
Right, and it's a lot of times on PlugShare too. There's free charging stations.
Yes, like the ones in the Dells. There's a hotel that has the destination chargers, and I'm Diamond with whatever chain it was. I think it was Hilton. I forget. They're like, yeah, no problem. Just leave your car there overnight. Charged it up, and I was good to come home.
My dad's been going to Florida for 7-8 years. Using superchargers. Also go to North Carolina for the furniture market.
Yeah.
Just use the supercharger. He goes 75 on the highway. He doesn't have to. Charging time is only like an hour.
But you did make a good point
45
yesterday.
minutes.
He was talking about how the newer ones, the new models,
Yeah.
they're getting quality mileage out of them. Like their mileage lasts even at higher speeds and
More
I'm
efficient.
I am shocked because I'm a speed demon. I've been driving my Model Y now for about 6 weeks, and I don't think I've ever driven under like 75 or 80 on the highway. And I do a lot of driving, and I'm still only coming to the supercharger once every 2 or 3 days. So I mean, I'm heading into Chicago suburbs. I'm going all over the Schaumburg trips back and forth constantly.
Yep.
So, that's all my stuff.
Very efficient.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I pay for my gas.
I just got to get rid of the bugs. Like, how do I get the bugs off the front of this thing? Oh my goodness! They just won't come off. It's like a Jackson Pollock painting on the front of my car.
that's funny. But yeah, so weekend.
What else did you do though? Was that it? Just sip a little bourbon. I see a bottle of something open over here. What's that bottle over there that looks really unique?
The one that's
Is that a rare breed?
yes, Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Wild Turkey.
That's what I've been sipping on this weekend. Yeah, we had. I mean, it was a busy weekend in terms of sports. Lots of sports activity. UFC was great. The soccer's back.
He's funny. I text George Saturday night, and I'm like, because he gave me this bottle of Sazerac rye, and I just got home. It was like probably 7:30, 8 o'clock Saturday night from doing showings, and I sent him a text. I just poured the glass, and I said, well, that one's finished, and he's like, that sucks. Come over. I'm like, no, I just got home. I'm going to sit on my deck for a little bit, talk to my wife. I haven't seen her in like 4 days.
I was like, that sucks. Come over. I got some. I got you.
And now I know why, because Monica was driving all over Wisconsin.
Yeah, Saturday.
He was a free man.
Well, yeah, no, that was Saturday. Yesterday, got a lot of stuff done around the house. It was a stay-at-home kind of weekend. Lots of sports to watch. NFL's almost back. Soccer's back. I'm a huge
Brighton Football Club.
I'm a huge EPL fan. So actually, I don't like Brighton at all.
love Brighton.
They're pretty bad.
Well, I lived in little known fact, I lived in Brighton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. It's too bad that they can't attract any talent. But
It's all right.
I'm a big Man City fan and a big Spurs fan.
Of course you are.
Which
Everybody follows Manchester United.
no, not Man U. Man U's terrible. Man City.
Oh, Man City. Okay.
Man City's so Man City won the EPL last year, and they're favored to win it again this year. However, Arsenal is pretty solid this year. But I'm more of a fan of the Spurs. I really like the Spurs. I really like Son, their striker, and it's pretty funny because they hate each other, but I like both teams. So like they're like, how can you be a fan of the Spurs and like Man City?
That's like being a fan of the Bears and the Packers.
I understand that. I don't know. I just like I just like Erling Haaland.
Okay.
He's the best player in the sport right now.
The one sport Josh just zones out on.
He's
You were like, this is not the show. Like,
No.
I mean, we will never do a recording on a Monday ever again.
this guy.
I know nothing about soccer. I watch 4-year-old soccer on Thursday nights, and it is wildly absurd to watch.
Well, Josh is hurting when he rolls out of bed and puts on his I Love EXP t-shirt.
Yeah, for John. Look,
I love EXP.
you gotta support your friends.
I think that John should make his own T-shirts that say "I love JB." Oh, because then people think
But
it's
I'm
Pritzker.
dyslexic, so that could turn out a little bad.
BJ.
On the front says "I love JB," and the back says "But I'm dyslexic."
That's funny. That's a shirt right there. We just created a shirt. Oh, that's good.
That could be the whole new trend. Instead of the Hot Tua girl, this could be the
love
dyslexic JB shirt.
You got to make it a thing. We got to make it a thing.
Well, did you see her latest? She's now going viral for another phrase that she said on an interview.
With the
hole.
to go good for the hole, but not for the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good for the hole is not always good for the soul.
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Well, she got a 30.
Well, she's at 30 now.
She's working on trying to get the full hour. We'll see what's next.
So if you're listening, like, you come on our podcast. We'll fly you up to Illinois.
No, I'm good. We don't need Haley. Was that her name?
We'd
Haley
get in
something?
trouble.
Yes.
We'd get in trouble.
No. You might get in trouble.
We'd get canceled. We'd get canceled.
I mean, we should be already canceled.
We've been
by
close.
what we've said on
Well, it's
here.
hard to get canceled when nobody watches. So.
That bang, dang. On that note, I'm out. No, just kidding.
We're going to get a lot
see.
of remarks on this one.
No, we have a great following of hardcore listeners. It's just breaking to that next level. It's a little weird.
But I like it. I like this space, and I like hanging and chatting. X amount of times a year for an hour, and
Well, you guys are real. You guys bring real content. You guys bring real opinions. There's never
And the big thing is we don't have like a huge corporate sponsor or something like that that's pushing us onto the paid podcast realm. You know what I mean? So we're doing.
there's
this
not
all.
an agenda.
No.
we're just three guys that are exactly 10 years apart each, bringing three different point of views and phases of life to our local community and supporting it. We all love this area we live in, and we want to push. That's why you're here. We love you and your business, and we want to support
Appreciate
you
it.
and make sure that people know about you in town. I mean, the 5 listeners that we have now.
I'm telling you though, I've been blown up recently. It's insurance
Season.
renewal season.
Yes.
And I'm being blown up by like my mortgage company, by my auto loan company, like before your renewal. And I just laugh because I've shopped. I mean, 51 years old. I've had insurance since I'm 17, been running all that. this guy right here, Mr. Cooper, not to be mistaken with Mr. Cooper,
The home loans?
the home loan people.
I was Mr. Cooper before
Yes.
Mr. Cooper was a cool thing.
Yes. So Josh though does a phenomenal job, and I've had people asking me now, like, who do you know? Who do you know? And I'm like, every time, call Josh, and you're blowing up.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
am so busy. It's not even funny.
And rates are crazy, and insurance companies are horrible. I hate to say it like that, but they are. Insurance carriers are horrible.
Yeah.
An independent resource like Josh
Is
is
so valuable.
you need that in today's market. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know some great people that are with like State Farm and AmFam and all these other companies.
What
that
they
are
offer is
captive,
what they get. That's all they got.
but that's all they have available to you.
Correct.
And if you're there, if you're at one of those companies for 30 years, more power to you. You know, you got a great person you work with, and that's the relationship, and you don't care about what's going on. Me having a younger family, growing pains, moving things around, I need to shop. I need the best coverage I could get for the maximum amount of money I can keep in my pocket. And Josh does that automatically. I mean, I'm impressed. I just want you to know that.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done. From the day I first met you, you've been an amazing source for insurance.
And that's
for
how
me,
we
for
met.
my clients.
We met to talk about insurance.
Over a networking thing.
Oh,
We
yep.
met at a networking group and went for lunch at Aero.
Yep.
And
And
he's
then
been my agent ever since.
Ever since.
When Josh, because he came to me, it was funny too. We didn't know each other, but he showed up at our lunch.
Yeah.
He pulled deck sheets on my stuff. He showed up and said, just so you know, I know I'm not trying to sell you, but do you think you want to save some money?
And John was like, "You had me at hello."
Yeah.
Aw.
He had me at man, that's a nice beard.
The big beard.
Yeah, dude. We don't like when you shave the beard.
I might just shave it off now
No.
just because you said something.
I'm gonna be shaving probably in the next 2 weeks.
For the 14th.
I'm keeping the stash. Just for that's the other thing. Girls flag football. I'm a coach.
Oh, nice.
You're a coach. Are you going to be the coach?
That's exactly
You're
it.
coaching girls flag football?
Yeah, for the Rockton Lions, whatever it's called.
The
up there.
Roscoe Rockton Lions. Yeah.
Group. Yeah, I'm a coach for the Bears.
I coached for the boys flag football. We were the Jets. Well, my sons Andrew and Kyle both played, and I coached myself, Dan Spranger, and one of
Lily's
the
on
other
the team.
dads.
Yeah, Lily's one of the girls on the team. We're doing we have our first practice Wednesday, 6:30.
Well, because women's flag football is now a sanctioned sport.
And we are sponsored by the Bears. That's the coolest part. We're getting jerseys and
Did you get that all hooked up?
Dr. Pillar. So me and Dr. Pillar co-coach. We're both coaching the team. And his daughter, my daughter, and I think we have 12 or 14 total on our team. I'm in the group text. It's blowing up. Everybody's excited.
You're working out all the plays ahead of time. You guys were talking about it last night.
Yep.
And for those of you that don't know Dr. Pillar, Dr. Mike Pillar, that's Lifestyle Chiropractic up in Roscoe.
Phenomenal.
Amazing chiropractor.
Absolutely.
That man actually helped me when I was still in construction get my back and be able to stand up straight again. I mean, just the adjustments. He takes his time. He's a good guy, and he works out a deal with you. So if you don't have insurance that covers that, he has an insurance plan you can purchase that helps cover the showings. So just saying. Good stuff. Whoa.
Credit free. Is it
What?
mine?
It's you.
What's wrong with mine?
You're not plugged in.
Yeah, I am. I'm plugged in.
Then why does it keep doing that?
I don't know.
Just don't touch your mic.
Credit free. Check.
So
Big things happening this weekend, though, coming into
Huge for the
Labor Day.
Rockford. For the Rockford. It's a long time await, huh?
And you're going to be hearing this show now at 1 o'clock on Friday. It's 1 o'clock on Friday. Where are you going Friday night?
casino.
Casino.
I'm excited. I get to go tonight as a guest of a VIP
VIP.
for the soft launch. We get a 3. Well, it's 6 to 10, but apparently we get to gamble for 3 hours. So maybe we get a tour and then
Right.
they open up the floor for 3 hours.
I heard
for
they're going to
us.
have lots of good restaurants in there.
Well, the concerts, like just what they've announced so far: Brad Paisley, Akon, and
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. That's this weekend, but they
And
just
Teddy
announced Teddy
Swims.
Swims.
Teddy
I'm
Swims.
so mad. I really want to go see him. I love Teddy Swims.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna
I'll
try
be out of
I'm
town.
gonna try to go. And it was reasonably priced for Teddy Swims too.
Well, I think they're, trying to keep ticket costs down, get the crowds in, get people excited first. So they might be subsidizing what it would normally be,
Maybe.
throwing it out
Got to
there.
promote the volume, bring people in.
Well, yeah, that's it.
How big do you think that the concert venue area is?
I
don't know.
It's about the size of the Coronado Theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
That's
one of the
crazy.
things I know when they were first showing the plans and building, the concert venue was not going to be huge. And people were like, why are we not building a bigger venue? And they're like, well, if we need a bigger venue, we have BMO. We have, we have the
Sure.
BMO side. So
But Coronado's big enough for most shows.
the Coronado is a great place for a lot of shows.
I mean, that's as big as the Ryman in Nashville, and the Ryman's considered like the holy grail of smaller venue, more intimate, acoustic. It's
And they
Totally
attract a lot
Every-
of
well,
quality
I'm going-
music too.
this weekend. I'm going to 2 shows at the Ryman. Friday night, I'm going to see Passenger. I don't know if you've heard of Passenger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Sunday night, I'm going to see OAR at the Ryman. So I'm
why
very
didn't you just see OAR when they were in town here last week?
because I'm going to Nashville to see it with my best friend.
When do you leave for Nashville?
Thursday. I fly out Thursday, come back Monday.
So, folks, if this is not up at 1 o'clock on Friday, we all know what happened.
No, I will have this thing up.
George.
I will have this thing up tomorrow, ready to post as long as you get me the bio.
Write the copy. I know.
Yep.
Write the copy.
Sports season, he's not going to drop the ball.
I write all the copy. Yes.
Yep.
So
You're so good at it.
I don't think so. But
I love it. Every time I read it, I'm like, what perfection.
He
Nobody
also, He
else.
also proofreads it like 12 times.
Unlike some people.
Unlike some people.
He's a man of many talents.
You like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So
So yeah, I might not be feeling the best, but I still got some good
Zing.
good zings in there today.
I do proofread. The hardest part I have is when I'm typing though on my
I mean, he is
like
dyslexic,
2018,
so he's
I
the
am.
proofread.
I do proofread, but then also my MacBook. I bought my MacBook Air back when in 2018 when they came out with that new model.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm having the issue now of like the double A. Like whenever you're typing, it types 2 A's automatically.
So it's time for a new one.
I know, but I'm just waiting because I'm going to go with the full iMac on the desk now because I got the iPad Pro that I absolutely love that does 98% of what I need it to do.
You just need the MacBook for certain things.
I just need
100%.
the desktop for when I'm doing marketing stuff. I hate to say it, but a lot of my company resources and a lot of the MLS, like the Chicago MLS, works perfect on this. Rockford's MLS does not like talking. Every time I try to fill out a form and download it, it downloads it blank.
Well, the big screen helps too when you're trying to
And the big
multitask
screen
or whatever.
definitely
Yeah.
helps. I want a
Especially when you're
24 -inch screen.
dyslexic.
Hey, make fun of my disability. I hear you.
Well, we
It
learned.
hasn't stopped me from getting where I am today.
We know that, JB. We know that.
JB. Wow, we gotta stop. We gotta give. You know what? We should do an episode
It's
dedicated
okay,
to
Ro.
John one time.
It's okay, Road Dog. It's okay.
You could do that episode in the 1 week I won't be recording.
Hey, on a side note, I was watching a TikTok, Facebook Reel, whatever it was, yesterday, laying in bed, sick,
Instagram reel,
whatever it was.
YouTube
You
reel,
mean all day in bed?
Yes.
YouTube short.
Anyways,
Yes.
it was about this old Italian mafia guy, right? And his name was the Machina.
Whoa.
I've never heard it before besides you, and then it just popped up. It was kind of cool.
Well, that's because it turned on the articular, whatever that's called in your brain, the lizard brain. Now you're going to see machina everywhere.
Yeah, probably.
It's cool. It's kind of like the thing when you buy a new car and you like
Then you see that
you
car.
see that car everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, have you ever seen those? Speaking of shorts or whatever reels, you ever seen the one where it says you'll hear whatever word you're reading?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. Like you'll look at the left side and you'll hear that word, and you look at the right side, and it's boggles my mind how that works.
I know.
It's crazy.
Our minds
'Cause I
are
tried-
we're programmed a certain way, you know. So.
That's weird. Because I've like even tried like I know for a fact there's no way that it's not an actual thing, because I started focusing on just one word and I was like wanting to hear the other one, and it just never did. And then as soon as I look over, that's what I heard. It's weird.
It was like, was it the black and white dress or was it the purple and blue dress or whatever?
Ooh, I remember that.
It's weird. It happened kind of like deja vu too. Just weird things.
Well, we are living in the Matrix, so
Apparently, yeah, I guess.
A double matrix.
Double Matrix. All right, wait. Anything else in the area this weekend that we need to highlight?
no, just it's
casino.
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
So it is the casino opening. It's Labor Day.
Lots of concerts.
Lots of concerts happening. Remember, just like Memorial Day, it's a holiday because of those who sacrificed. Labor Day is brought to you by the people that brought you the weekend. I'm just saying, like, no, it was like they say the unions brought you the weekend, but it was actually Ford who did that because he said if I give people a 40-hour work week instead of making them work 60 or 80 hours, they'll come work at my factory because he paid them the same but gave them less hours. And then that's when unionism and all that started up to that time because other people wanted the same benefits. But up until Labor Day becoming a national holiday, there was no celebration of labor, and it's not like some people think it's like labor, like giving birth, like children. No, it's not that. It's people that labor. It's the people that actually make our society function. That's who we're celebrating that day. It's the people that you don't think of that work in the sewers, that work the treatment plants, that cut our grass, that build our buildings and our casinos so we can have these great concert halls. So
drive the trucks.
Drive the trucks.
Deliver we have.
Build the furniture.
Everything.
Everything we have is because somebody labors every day, and like we have it pretty easy with our jobs.
And Machina.
I mean, being someone who used to swing a hammer to now being someone that writes contracts. I mean, this is a way easier physical job than a lot of people have. So, just enjoy your Labor Day, have a cookout, and thank somebody that made your life a little bit better.
Travel like me.
Yeah.
Take advantage of all the good deals that are out there from all the places.
Oh, the Labor Day sales are going to be crazy. What kind of sale do you guys have going on?
Oh, mattresses. It's the mattress season. So, and custom furniture, and people are going to come in. They're looking at homes. They're nesting. They're trying to get ready for the cold. So they're coming in. They're buying furniture and mattresses.
How often should you change a mattress?
Man, probably every about 5 to 8 years. The average mattress that's 10, 15 years old has at least 10, 15 pounds of skin cells, dirt, and dust in it. So
That's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah.
And on that note, enjoy your breakfast.
No, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Yeah,
Yep.
appreciate it a lot.
Welcome. We'll have to have you on again.
Awesome.
Hopefully in next time we'll do not a breakfast show and we can have a pour or something with you.
There you go.
He's a bourbon guy.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. So,
Who said you can't have a pour at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Well, actually, it's almost 10. So
No.
it's 5 o'clock
we're not
somewhere.
doing that.
Breaking the mold over here.
How do you know I don't have a little bourbon in this cup
I
right
thought
now?
I smelled something over here when he was talking my way.
All I know is if you
Irish
Oh, wait.
coffee.
if you go to Gustafson's and you say
here's George's look for flag football.
and you say,
That's gonna
hey,
be my I'm gonna coach.
I heard
that.
you on repping the state line, you might get a good deal.
We did do a bourbon by the fire commercial last February.
Yes, we did.
That was the
Yeah,
that was a big
with
hit.
the Pappy.
Pappy
Him and
that
his
we
brother
got.
sitting back drinking a Pappy. Yeah, it was a nice touch. It was that was our friend's Pappy.
It was the bad Pappy.
No, it was the 15. That one right there.
15-year.
12-year Pappy's bad.
No, it's the
not
10.
good.
The one that's open that we tried is the 10, and it's not bad.
It is.
It's
It's
just
terrible.
not
My
as good.
Terrible.
personal opinion, it's one of the most overrated bottles of any type.
That Pappy 15 is magic.
I don't
That's
know.
why it's gone.
I've never
We
had it.
drank it.
Somebody didn't share.
Yeah.
Well,
George only gives us the bad Pappy.
The bad Pappy. Here,
The-
drink this swill.
the Pappy 15 is about $1,800 if you were to buy one right now.
That's
So-
okay, but you still only gave us the bad Pappy. You gave us the 10.
Because that's the only one I had at the time. Sorry, guys. All
I'm
right.
here every week.
You know what? I'm going to end this episode right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
How much do we have?
We're at 54 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, time flies when we have a blast, and this guy's napping at our table.
All right, so remember, everybody.
I'm not napping. I was a little quiet today.
Remember, everybody, we need you to do all the podcasting and YouTubey things, like, share, subscribe. Visit the local businesses we talk about. Tell them you heard about it on our podcast. You never know. Somebody might give you a break for doing that. Sunrise Family Restaurant, thank you today for Denver Omelets.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
delicious.
Beautiful.
That was really good. I mean, yeah, our ratings are just by personal palate. It's early in the season. I don't want to go too high right off the bat. You know what I mean? I might get blown away next week or the week after.
I
You
left
never
some
know.
room for growth. They didn't
So-
get anything above 8 in my scale's solid. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, don't lie. Other than that, YouTube, follow, like, subscribe, visit the Facebook page.
Visit
and-
Gustafson's Furniture.
Thank you.
That place is thebomb.com. This guy, one of the most genuine, nicest people I know. Go visit. Go ask for Chris. Bother Chris.
We'll
make his
serve you
day.
well.
Make his day miserable because he has to keep coming out from the back. All right,
Chris.
we'll see you next week, guys. Peace.